Here we have an editor in his natural. He has just about finished his project.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel again. My name is Wisebeast. We're going to use the stereotypical zombie dinosaur, which is basically the blueprint of the stereotypical zombie, which is slow moving, craving prey, and usually just easy to be killed, usually. In this case, not so much. Maybe something that's under 8 feet tall, maybe slim, or more compact. That would make more sense, because once you get past the 8-foot high range, and a lot more bigger actually, it kind of sounds retarded that the protagonist killed it with an axe, unless like it's Axe Cop. Then it's okay, because we all know it's motherfucking Axe Cop. Man, I miss that show. We have to break down our stereotypical zombie dinosaurs like how we break down our zombies that are usually stereotypical. Scientist has brought them for whatever reason, or B, a wizard or witch that has brought them for some reason, or C, supernatural event, or maybe, I don't know, gods had decided it. So let's go with the scientist route first, then we get to the wizard and all the others later. For the scientist, you're gonna have to make sure that he time travels back in the past and makes the dinosaurs. He kills them first and he brings them back as zombies. That's the only way I can find it. Or the other way, now that I think about it, is he digs up, the rotted flesh. They haven't been completely eaten yet, but they haven't also been fully decayed yet. So he brings them back as zombies, and slow moving and usually lethargic and usually, not so well intelligent in anything and whatsoever. We kind of play well with the stupid dinosaur trope too. We know they ain't stupid, we know they have voice boxes similar to birds. Let's just play the stupid stereotypical zombie with the stupid stereotypical dinosaur, which he goes back into the future and he basically reigns supreme with an army of zombie dinosaurs that are half eaten, usually. Which would be kind of awesome for the scientists. Let's just say, yeah, let's look at the dinosaurs that are zombies and let's just depict how they look before they eat their faces. And what you do is basically you allow the hero or the protagonist find out what the scientist is doing. You have to find out what is the device that the scientist is using to bring back the dinosaurs as zombies and how to stop it. And do you have to kill basically the scientist? You could make it into a ray gun if you want, easy to slap away and basically smash. And also ray guns are highly expensive to maintain and you'll keep up with because of all the electronic components, the circuits, the motherboard, all that stuff. And also easy to explode. Or B, you could just make it into some sort of like weird floating device, orb, or maybe some sort of like cube or a bit of both, or maybe a triangle or something. Shoots laser beams to turn dinosaurs into zombies, or make the dead corpses that had not been fully eaten yet to become zombies. Interesting horror. So with a zombie dinosaur, how will you do it? Well, if it's a floating device, that is sphere or rectangle or triangle, well, you have to figure out how to slap it away and make it explode. Or maybe it's like you use the beam that uses to hit corpses of dinosaurs to become zombies. Use that beam to basically stun it and confuse it. Or maybe it doesn't get affected by the beam whatsoever. So what do? You use projectile. What does that mean? Missiles, explosions, or maybe, I don't know, rocks, bricks, a dumb useless girl, a dumb useless moron, or I don't know, a cripple. The idea is yours. You could use it to whatever you want to make the damn thing break down and explode. And then you make the zombie dinosaurs die. Or if it doesn't kill off the zombie dinosaurs for some reason, they somehow survive, then what you're going to have to do is basically use the old-fashioned method of all time. Fire. Man's best friend, and only truly best friend, second to dog. So what can you do with fire? Well, get some gasoline, or maybe somewhere like a gas station, or maybe propane station, maybe some electrical wiring that is close to like a forest or field of grass that's very dry. And you could get the zombie dinosaurs lured in, and you could set it up and, set it on fire, make sure they stay there, and you have to push them in and make them burn. Then you have to do a solution. Do you lock out the antagonist, or do you kill the antagonist? In my personal opinion, I think it's more responsible if you kill the antagonist. I don't care if it's for kids or the adults. I don't care if it's cartoon or live action. Kill the son of a bitch. It's just more easier, and it's more realistic, and also, the justice system wouldn't hold somebody who's insane if they could bring back zombie dinosaurs to life and basically set them on an innocent population and try and conquer whatever it was he or she wanted to conquer or destroy. Now we go to option, M for magic. Well, for M for magic, wizards or witches, it does not matter. You could do two options. Option A, stupid option. Time travel, basically whatever time period. Mayans, Incans, Romans, Egyptians, Samoans, or maybe some indigenous group out there in North America whatsoever. They time travel, they once heard of mighty dragons, or maybe dragon-esque like creatures, or just generically big-ass animals. That could work too. And they time travel somehow with potion or a spell, or maybe some incantation or a combination of them. Structures they built, preferably out of stone. It opens usually a portal either in the middle of the ground, or you put two stone pillars between each other to open basically a portal that acts like a door. And you make this personal for the audience so they can have heartfelt tears. And I would do it because I know I would. Always make it fun and entertaining for people to be sad. But never go after dogs, cats. You can go after ducks, chicken, bulls. No, you wouldn't go after elephants either. That one people are a little upset, especially in certain cultures. You could kill fish as well and insects. And you could certainly kill long past extinct animals because nobody knows what it is and nobody knows how they feel. So what do? You put a subtext, whatever language your country speaks predominantly. You make sure the subtext lasts long. You make sure the wizard purposely does murder a lot of innocent animals. Headshots, explosions, I don't know, split them in two, dropping boulders on them, sending them into hell and making them have PTSD and make them bring back as basically the hell equivalent of a dinosaur. Actually, no, that one's not a zombie dinosaur. That one's a hell dinosaur. Gonna write that one down later. Or send them to hell and basically bring them back as burnt, scorched corpses. And you personally, for me, it's personally funny. Oh, it's gonna be fun to watch people cry. So what do? Well, you purposely make the children's death scenes gruesome and awesome and fun to see. But basically, you kill the innocent animals, the children, last, and you make sure you hear all the screams and cries, and you put it in subtitles. You see the subtitles, you make sure that everybody sees them begging and pleading and crying for help, and also you make sure you insert this last one. Where is God? Why is this happening to us? Why is God so evil to allow this happen? It hurts people, it allows people to think, and you know it works. So what do? Well, basically, you let the wizard or witch set the army of zombie dinosaurs at whoever the target is, or whatever group of people, or whatever location that the wizard or witch has an issue. Could be a kingdom, could be a store. It could be the people who do taxes, whoever it is. And then you have to let the protagonist come and basically figure out how to kill them. Simple way, fire, again, burns easily. Or you could do option B, killing them. You break the wizard's staff or either the potion or the scroll. The scroll, set it on fire. For the staff, make sure you hit something or like a rock or a wall or a pillar, or maybe at the wizard's or witch's face and make an explosion. Now we go to the other option. My personal reason, the more easier and simpler logic option. Make humans and dinosaurs live at the same time period. Yeah, somebody's gonna bitch and moan about it, but it's gonna be more easier than time traveling and committing species genocide. Or I guess it would be phylum genocide? You know what I mean. It's easier and it doesn't have too many bullshits like time travel and basically wizard bullshit. And it's easier that way too. So what do? You basically repeat the option again. Mass murdering whoever it may be. And repeat the same steps to defeat wizard or witch when it comes to how you brought the zombie dinosaurs back again. We have one option and we have one extra bonus option, but let's go with the option first. We go with the God route. For whatever reason, God or gods decided to kill humanity with zombie dinosaurs, instead of just killing humanity with a bunch of zombies of various different types of animals and people groups of all kinds. You know, fudge it. For whatever reason, just say zombie dinosaurs are more effective because some reason people are more awestruck against a zombie dinosaur that's breaking through a house and basically gonna munch their fucking face off because they have brains. And so you're gonna have to establish why is God or gods angry at humanity. It could be they defiled some sort of sacred place they should not have been defiling, or maybe they no longer do practices of worship to the god or gods, or maybe they just become too degenerate, or just simply say the gods. The dog gods. No, the gods, for whatever reason, they just became dicks. This is more easy if it was Greek or Roman gods. More of Roman, because Roman gods are more dickish. Some say they're the gods of dolphins. I'm one of them. But just say that the gods have been angered by humanity. They decided to unleash zombie dinosaurs to clean the face of the world from the face of their eyes, get rid of the sinfulness and degeneracy and retardation that they have seen with their own eyes. As they are doing this, they are angry and they're unleashing zombie dinosaurs, killing a bunch of people. This is more easier because you don't have to do time travel bullshit or you don't have to clone shit. You just unleash them as they are and basically make them slow-moving monsters. Make them have a little bit of divine destructiveness, like they are destroying walls and buildings a little bit too easily than they should be, even if they were alive. But don't make them OP, just make them do that destruction of infrastructure and make them unpredictable. Make them also sometimes have jump scares, not all the time, or make them sometimes like blend in with the background, surprisingly somehow, and nobody notices until they just look at that one direction and then the zombie dinosaur's just there, just menacingly standing over there, looking at them. For some weird reason, they didn't notice them, they were there, and they just decide, oh, I don't know, to fuck them up at that moment in time, and it was too late to react. So you might be saying, how do you defeat them? When it comes to the divine, it's kind of similar to Witch or Wizard, but it also isn't at the same time. With the divine, and they might be using an artifact that they have made or somehow use, or they're just going to modify to do their job. Usually when it comes to the one true God, he usually would go and tests until people have started changing, or he goes and wipes out everything else out of the way to get rid of the retardation and degeneracy, and as the hero would have to do to get people convinced to get rid of the degeneracy and all the sinful actions and retardation that they have been doing, and that they have to convert back to being normal people who do not do all this kind of bullshit. Thus, that kind of helps a little bit with God. He kind of helps the hero a little bit to wipe them out with some divine fire and shit, but usually he's a lot more strict and he will wipe out shit on 9 times out of 10. There's that kind of depiction with him. If you're going with more like gods who are angry gods and it's more than one, well, I like to say go with the old classic douchebag ones, the Roman gods. Why? Because throughout human history depicting the Roman gods, there's only been 2 camps they have fallen into. Really horny, thirsty fuckers, or really, really selfish assholes. So it's not that hard. And before you say, why not other gods? In those other gods and other pantheons, there might be that one guy who kind of matches a little bit of the Roman god ferocity of anger and vengeance, or horniness. Sometimes they are in some cultures and some stories and time periods, but not all of them. And not always. But it's more perfect if you use the Roman gods. They're more perfect for being asshole gods. I'm just sorry. The Romans had depicted them as big douchebags. And it kind of fits. Like, who else would summon zombie dinosaurs to fuck up everybody else for not practicing their traditions? The Roman gods over anybody else. Not the Japanese gods. Maybe the 1 or 2 of them. Not the Indian gods. Maybe a few of them, but they will send more zombies than anything else. If you want to defeat the zombie dinosaurs, you could go with just fire, or like a divine magically blessed fire, or you could go the old-fashioned way. Last battles, everybody has to fight, no exceptions. Man, woman, child, toddler can use as catapult ammunition. You know, last stand, you versus the zombie divine enhanced dinosaur. One side wins. Who wins? That's up to you. Now we go with the bonus option, the one that has traumatized me since I have watched it a couple times, especially in this time of year. Zombie dinosaurs that have been infected by other zombie dinosaurs, but no one knows where the origins are. It's just there in the world. No one knows. It's a thing. It happens, but for some reason, it's not dominant. This is kind of optional. It kind of works a lot more if people, again, live with dinosaurs, or if you're just using people, you skip humanity entirely and you show it with dinosaurs, and you show dinosaurs how they're dealing with this infection, the coughing, the sneezing, the vomiting, the excessive mucus, if they have such a thing to produce mucus, and the coughing, the sneezing, tiredness, and just see them all of a sudden at one moment just like transformation. Goddamn Phil. And just show them going all zombie dinosaur. But since we're depicting a zombie dinosaur classically, slow moving son of a bitch that is not full of rage, slow son of a bitch, it's easier that way because it's slow moving, it's not gonna kill you. It will only kill you for some reason if you didn't pay attention. It was there for some reason that the wind was not blowing towards you, it was blowing away from you, or it was blowing a little bit to the side a little bit. Let's just say for some reason you weren't paying attention to it when it was getting close. You were distracted for whatever reason, for playing around or maybe just enjoying the view. I believe dinosaurs do enjoy the view. That is my personal opinion. As my personal opinion is most animals enjoy the view. Fight me. But when it comes to when you show zombie dinosaurs with the 2 options, option A is it's easy. You could skip human and you just show dinosaurs dealing with zombie dinosaur infection. How do they deal with it? Because if it's like spread by touch, smell, or water, or by air, biting them or clawing them and headbutting them is probably not a good idea, because if the blood and organs and all that just goes onto them and it seeps into them, then it spreads the infection more destructive. And you could show a little bit more dark grim and showing some innocent dinosaur babies shaking the remains of their parents until they realize they have risen from the dead and the parents are going to kill them. Yeah, some people will not like it. It's kind of hurtful. It's harsh. Option 2. People for some reason living at the same time period. I like to say they're in the medieval or Stone Age technology. It seems a lot more believable in an even fight. I would not show like a whole herd of them. Maybe like best number for a bunch of zombie dinosaurs will be like 5 to 6 of them. The best lowest number is usually 1 to 2. And it's easier if it's like more like dinosaurs big as an elephant. African elephant if you want to know. Because it's more believable, it's more bigger, it's unpredictable, and it's more willing to just smash through stuff with no thought whatsoever. At least with moose, when they have worms eating their brains and they go and hit random sticks and branches and they act all weird and zombified and all that kind of crap, there's some self-awareness. They're not going to hit themselves too much spikes or tree branches and or just tripping over shit too much. With zombie dinosaurs, you want to depict it. There's no intelligence whatsoever in this once living creature. They smash through trees, walls, buildings, they trip over ditches, and they fall into lakes, infecting entire water supplies, you'd think, and that the animals that are in there will be infected, but no, it's more effective towards zombie dinosaurs. dinosaurs, and it's more affected toward dinosaurs in general. Make it a 50-50 thing. Like, some dinosaurs will become zombies. Some just straight up die. They don't become zombified whatsoever. And you make the people have to make a last stand because these are dinosaurs. These are dinosaurs. They're bigger. They're more stronger. So you're gonna have to depict an entire village or maybe an entire army has to fight basically 1 or 2 zombie dinosaurs, or maybe 5 to 8 of them with spears, axes, and bow and arrows, and flaming spears as well, just again to kill them off and to destroy them. And you have to make it that people see when a zombie dinosaur, usually depicted with fire when they are burning, because I don't think if you chop the head or anything it's gonna do anything. They're just gonna run and try stomping you instead. So when you depict the fire, it looks very emotional, very terrifying, and very traumatizing for the people who witnessing the dinosaur dying, or dinosaurs, from fire. Make the zombie dinosaur scream ungodly sounds that you don't even know they can make sounds, and thus making people PTSD traumatic stories. And make them write down these stories that this has been a thing, but future time at the end of your story, modern scholars say, well, this stuff is make believe. Everybody suddenly had a plague of dancing. Everyone was dancing for no reason. Side tangent, it's actually a thing, but it comes with great stress and traumatization of long periods of stressful war period. When you're writing your scholar from the historical event of fighting zombie dinosaurs and all that this is not possible, that zombie dinosaurs are a thing. Even if it was, why is it just them? Why ain't other creatures becoming zombified? Wasn't there zombie plants and all this shit? What, it doesn't seem to be a real thing. This was make believe by the ancestors. Not really a legitimate thing, and you make it debatable. That's how you do it. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna go counsel Batman because he killed Cesasaurus. Fucking jerk. You guys can follow me at Kara. Instagram is dead to me. I don't give a damn.
You could use a hand job in your life.
Yes, I still use her as well. Anger I'm also using, but it's more like I got suppository stuff I'm gonna have to do with it. So yeah.
I want problems, always!
And Mino's there as well. Yes.
Question for God. Why?
Reddit is always available.
Minigun, bitch.
Tumblr, for some folks, is still there too. You can also follow me at ArtStation as well. And yes, I am using Odyssey and Internet Archive. See you guys and bye.
Let's